My name is Maria Jose Serna Campos. Cerna. I'm from Mexico. It is a very cultural city, and even though buildings are old, it has turned out to be a modern city, and people around here are really nice to talk to. Everyone is really nice to you and respectful, and food is really tasteful. I'm the marketing director for Victoria's Secret. I manage the publicity of the store. Basically, me and my team create ways to drag customers' attention towards our merchandise. We manage to find people to buy our products. It's a very entertaining job since you have to be creative at all times, and it's a very well paid job, but that would just be like a plus since I really enjoy my job, and you never get bored because you always have to keep on thinking on how to drag customers' attention. I use English daily whenever we make publicity. Since I'm a Mexican and most of my publicity goes for people who speak English, I need to have a perfect knowledge of the language. Question 1. This is the latest version of the plan. Question 2. These are the minutes of the last committee meeting. Question 3. Sales have risen faster than expected over the last quarter. Question 4. I will give you a summary of the figures at the end of my talk. Question 5. Mr. Bond apologizes for not being able to attend the reception. Question 6. Permission to develop the land must be gained in advance. Question 7. Dr. Clark would like you to phone her back before 3 o'clock. Question 8. The design should follow the guidelines set out in the tender specifications. My office must be on a very well-known neighborhood or a very well-known street, and it must be like a simple building, just a building for my company, not like one floor is for one company and the next is for another company. My office should look, as I said before, with like just for my company, and it should have the neutral color and few floors because I don't like heights. My office must be minimalistic. It must have just what I need, not extras. I don't like a room full of things I'm not going to use. With a big desk and a comfy chair. My office should offer me my facilities such as a computer and a graph supporter, since we have to evaluate our sales in every meeting. The graph shown above explains the exports the company Pepco has had throughout the years since 2005 all the way to 2007. On 2005, we can see Brazil had a 10% of the exports, Canada a 15%, and Japan was taking over the exports with a 75%. In 2006, Brazil took over some of Japan's percentage and changed up to a 30%, Canada 15%, and Japan was left with a 55%. In 2007, Brazil and Canada took over Japan, half of the 100% shown. So Brazil had a 25%, and Canada 25%, and Japan a 50%. So the perfect location for the conference might be a point which is just by the middle of the city where it will be held. So whoever is going to attend the conference doesn't have to go as far, like to the other point of the city. It must be held in a cold or warm conference room, depending on the weather outside. The equipment the speaker might need might be some technology instruments she might require, such as a projector and maybe a microphone, considering how much people will be attending to the conference. The room must be filled with simple food, for example, some cookies, and with basic drinking choices such as water, coffee, or Coke. The speakers must be ready and excited with new ideas on how to present their ideas so the public won't be bored. Try to keep the presentation simple, between 3 to 5 minutes.